I know I'm late, but better late than never. Let's see if somebody jump on. If you guys jump on, we'll keep the live going. If not, we'll cut the live short. I'm gonna give it a few minutes, guys. I know I'm late, but if nobody jumps on live, we're gonna have to try this again next week. But I'm gonna give this one a fair shot. I did promise every Sunday. I know football is in full effect, so let's see what happens. We got 11. The killer, what's up, man? Kenneth Smith, what's going on, brother? Did you ever get that bike ironed out? Did you see what that bigger throttle body was gonna do? Checking the audio, checking the visual, make sure everything's good first, guys. Let me know. I'm out in the woods. Not much. Yeah, sometimes it's like that. Clifton Pasquale, Dennis Pascal, 196, 174. Still decent. Still good, man. That's actually pretty good. Most people don't make that kind of power, but you know, to get a bike like that to make that kind of power and probably run as good as it should, you know. All right, so we get more people in there, and I guess we're gonna keep this live going. I'm actually watching the game, and I'm actually in Georgia right now, doing some hunting. It's been hard these last 3 days. Been hunting very hard, but you know, I saw some deer today. I didn't take a shot. Very cold, but tomorrow, I'm gonna make it happen tomorrow. Renildo Shahi. Sometimes you have to get on Instagram and just message them on Instagram to make sure you can get somebody at the shop, because a lot of the times the shop, the phones aren't manned because everybody's doing 100 things, and they answer when, you know, somebody who takes orders is in the shop. A lot of the times those guys got to go run errands, pick up parts and different things like that. So that's just what happens. What are you trying to get? Are you trying to do a motor, stage 2, something? Trying to figure things out, get pointed in the right direction. Julio Valdez, brother, you know the roadglide is good. It's on kill. I just I take it out every now and then, but you know the roadglide is the Road King is my new road bike, so it gets the most action, man. It gets the most action. Christopher Ashley, I'm good, man. I'm waiting for one person to comment. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not even gonna bring up the subject unless he does. So I'm kind of waiting on this and bring you guys a shebang. Remember, I don't like to get into it, but it was brought up to me again. You know, I'm not gonna say it. Just some things were brought up to me, and if he gets into it, I'll address the conversation. But I haven't yet, so I'm not going to unless somebody else does it. What else we got? Ronaldo says, I'm trying to go big. I already have a 128, and I need something bigger that runs good. A lot of guys are going big motors, big motors, and I'm not talking, you know, your 131s, stuff like that. I'm talking bigger than that. And they're kind of seeing that these bikes are reliable. They run good, they run hard. As long as you take care of these bikes last. And with anything, if you go big and, you know, big bore, heat is always the factor. But if you know how to take care of your bike, maintain your bike will last, guys. It will last. Trust me, it will. Seen it with my own eyes. Seen it with my own eyes. What else we got? Just got back in also from hunting New York. Okay. I know it's cold up there too. So guys, if you're just coming into the chat now, I'm actually out of town. I'm in Georgia right now doing some hunting. Guys, I told you I had a trip coming up. Just one of the other things I do besides ride motorcycles. Motorcycles are a very, very big hobby for me, but I got a couple of other hobbies besides, riding. And when the season comes, I go to my next hobby. Let's see. See what else we got. I'm trying to do a 145, and from what I've seen, All Americans are the only ones that build them right. I won't get into that. I don't know any other builders. I don't know how they build. I don't know their quality of work, but I can vouch for All American Cycles. Tried and true, man. A lot of the times before you guys will see some of the kits that George puts out, they take those bikes on long trips. They have people who ride these bikes to kind of show you that, hey, the bike will last. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I'm not going to keep this live long, so get your questions in now. Just waiting, guys. Just waiting. Hold on. Let's see what we got. In Texas, having issues with a lot of shops here. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, a lot of the times when guys just grab a kit and put it together and really don't know how long it's gonna last and how good the kit's gonna really be. And they just put it out and give it to guys and say, hey, it runs good, it makes horsepower on the dyno. They don't go after the longevity. They don't try things out first before they try and make those moves. So yeah, it could cost the customer in the long run, which isn't right, but not everybody's going to go out and test and ride and do all those different things with those bikes, because sometimes they just don't have the a way to. You kind of need like test bikes to do these things on. So you can't say that anything's proven unless you've done it yourself, and you can't say what works unless you've done it yourself. I know you can have a customer go out and ride a bike and do all these different things, but he might not ride the same way other customers might ride. And when you put someone who really rides and can torture a bike and then say, okay, it'll live, that's when you kind of get the confirmation. So guys, while we're here, don't forget to like this live. Like it right now. If you aren't subscribed, which most of you have to be, if you have some friends that watch the channel, make sure they subscribe. Get people to subscribe. Let's make this channel grow. I'm going to be dropping more and more content, but I have to watch how I drop my content, guys, because I guess I guess a lot of other people like the content, so it's beginning to be copied. Yeah, copied. So let's go. What else we got? I saw a video of some guys racing out in Memphis, I think it was. Some good racing going on out there, guys. Some good racing. I would like to make to a lot of these places, but guys, like, you know, I have so much other things going on. You know, if you haven't liked this live, I believe the ones that don't like the live are the guys that are just watching in the background, waiting for me to say something so they can report it to everyone else. Listen, the fastest YouTuber is who you're looking at right now. Hands down, no matter how you look at it, it is what it is. I've seen people's numbers, I've seen the facts. By far, hands down, the fastest YouTuber. So let's see what else we got. What's up? I see you made it. I hope you're enjoying the hunt trip. Yes, sir. And I see that you ordered a shirt. Don't worry, I got you covered. Michigan guys are, what are we saying about the Michigan guys? Oh, the Michigan guy from the video in Memphis. Yes. Yeah, I saw it. Saw it. Clifton, I appreciate it, brother. Clifton dropped a few bucks down in the live. If you guys ever feel like dropping a few bucks, I don't ask, but if you do, it always can help the channel. We make things happen. Yeah. So speaking of fast YouTubers, I saw some racing. I don't know what these guys really expect out of a lot of these bikes. I don't know what they expect out of a lot of these bikes, but you know, I don't think they've seen fast yet. You know, if you guys want to see fast, you have to go to some of these events, and I'm not talking about on the track. I'm kind of talking about street racing. I mean, because if you want that thing that George gives out, you know, that sauce that George gives out, you'll usually see it in the street. There's a lot of other places that give out the sauce, man. There's a lot of other places that give it out, but tried and true, more consistent. I mean, he's probably the most consistent person I've seen with these bikes. I think that's what kind of sets him aside from everybody else. So Ben just said, just know they are watching. They repeated a lot of the stuff from the last live. But that's what's always going to happen. Remember, I'm one man. I'm a one-man crew. My lives are usually what I'm doing and what I'm going through to be able to give you. And if you guys ask me a question, I can always discuss it. Now, you have a lot of people who haven't experienced certain things in a live, or well, not in a live, with these bikes. And they feel like they can give an opinion, which is all fine and dandy with me. But at the same time, you can't take another man's words and then try and make them your own words, or try to take another man's idea and make it your own. Listen, we all know it's not even a secret. I mean, I hold these lives just so I can show you guys and talk to you guys whenever I don't answer your questions on YouTube and different things like that. This is the free space and open air for me to kind of do that. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Am I back? Is it working? I hope it is. All right. I don't really watch anybody else's lives. It all kind of comes to me, you know. And subliminals and all those different things come back to me. But I don't address it. I don't go back and forth with people. Not really my thing. But I also have to kind of stand up and say, hey, you know, I said it, I did it, I'm proving it. Now here's your chance to prove it. And if you guys, you know what I'm talking about, then you know who I'm talking about. So yeah, that's just it. Nothing major. Listen, I'm not here to hurt any feelings. All these guys get butt hurt all the time because they think I'm the big bad, you know, bully and all those different things. And that's clearly not the case. I just speak my mind. What else? What else we got? Answering questions. Letting you guys know what's up. If you guys see, I'm still in my hunting clothes. I've been hunting all weekend. And it's been rough. It's been rough. I have not gotten a chance to squeeze the trigger on my new rifle yet, but hopefully in the morning, by the afternoon. Now watch, somebody else is gonna start hunting and they're gonna start trying to put it on their channel. But you know, it is what it is. So 2025, yes, I got a lot in the works. I'm gonna tell you guys and give you this right now. 2025, I might be getting a new bike. I might. Not a hard yes and not even a soft yes at this point. It's just a might. It's a thought. I will be looking at the new CVO ST. I want to see what colors they come out with. I want to see if they do anything different. If it kind of stays the same, there's no new colors, I don't think I'll go that direction. But you guys know one of the bikes has to go. And if that's the case, it will not be the Road King. I know that's probably going to be a big thing for some people and say, why not the Road Glide? I mean, why not the Road King and why the Road Glide? It's two different styles. I'll be replacing one bike and replacing it with a real replacement. I can't replace the Road King with the Road Glide. It doesn't make sense. I wouldn't own two of them, but that's just what that is. So that's one thing, and I plan on doing some more rides, especially in 2025, the early part of 2025. And then I'm trying to put together an event down in Daytona. So for Bike Week, guys, if you're going to come to Bike Week and you're thinking about it, let me know, especially, and I might be able to really try and put this event together outside of Daytona. It's going to be a little bit outside of the Daytona area because I want to have a little bit more freedom. And when the big dogs come down, hopefully I can get some grudging going on. I'll put it that way. How long is the waiting time on Billings right now? Close time. I have no idea what you're talking about. Clifton, what do you mean? How long is the wait time on Billings right now? Close time? Yeah, I'm really not sure what you're trying to tell me. Let's see what else we got. So 2025 is going to be a lot more riding for me. The Road King is going to be the one that gets out there on the road. I think I've put 5,000 miles on the Road King since I had it. And I bought it last October. And it's a good bike, man. I really like it. I really like the way it rides, guys. I tell you guys all the time, for your second bike, there's no other second bike but a Road King. Hey, yo, Mac, what's good? Come with the carbon fiber wheels, fam. I'm coming to get them. You gotta, okay, so to get the carbon fiber wheels, you gotta take the whole bike. You gotta take the whole bike, man. I really don't want to get rid of that bike, and if I ever did sell it, it would be complete. Everything, sound system, everything included. So yeah, that bike's in form right now. It's on kill. So yep, if I did it, I would do it again, the same route, but I gotta have something different from the rest of the guys out there. I'm not the type that will just buy a bike to put it together and then get rid of it. I like to hold on to my bike. My Road Glides are 21. We're coming into 25. My Road Kings are 22. It's got to stay. That bike is just put together the right way. So that's the news for 2025, guys. If you're wondering how I'm gonna go, remember I can't tell everything anymore. I can't tell everything anymore. Who's your Mount Rushmore of motorcycle YouTubers? I don't have one. I'll be honest with you. I don't watch enough of the guys. Not to say that I just don't watch them enough. I don't pay. I would have to keep watching video after video after video to kind of say, all right, I'm on board with this guys. Because a lot of these guys have a good video here, good video there. I'm kind of into certain things, and then certain things I'm not into. So I can't say who is the Mount Rushmore, but look at the stats on those guys. You know, let's go. Let's just start there, because I can't say you can't dispute the stats. These guys, there's guys out there with 100,000. There's a guy out there with 200,000. I think there's somebody out there with like, how many? 400,000. How many does Blockhead have? You know, I kind of tune in on his channel every now and then when I see something interesting, but you know, just to see the way his channel's grown, you know, big time dude. That's the only way I can give it to you. But you know, I guess different strokes for different folks. Everybody does something different. You have Robert Simmons. He's a rider. You can't take anything from him. I can't think of Jerry. I think his name's Jerry. Just another real rider, Jerry Mitchell, something like that. He used to be like a ex-motor motor cop rider, you know, motorman or something like that. So, you know, and then when these guys are talking, you kind of got to respect them. But, you know, a lot of the times they don't get all the accolades and the clout that everybody else gets. So, you know. Somebody said GQ. I think he does good videos, man. I mean, I don't follow a lot of what he does because we're not doing the same thing. I think he does like a lot of long distance. So, you know, that just kind of like, I can't say if he's better than so-and-so who does long distance and so-and-so. I just say, hey, all these guys are good. You know? You just got to look at the facts, man. You can't take nothing away from the facts. Kenneth Smith, peace out. Hey, get that bike together, man. I want to see it run. Bring it to Daytona. Of course, somebody had to come in here and say that. I'm not gonna say anything. Listen, you said traveling tall. Look at the stats. Has a lot of subscribers. You know what I mean? The content is, you know, his content. You know, he's obviously doing something right that people like. People can understand and they want to watch, I guess. I mean, if you have a big subscriber count, you know, that's what it's all about for those guys. And I don't know who does this full time as their job and different things like that, but these guys can put out videos like that. You know, I try not to do it like that because I kind of feel like sometimes when I do it, I'm going to say it that way. When I do it, it becomes redundant. You know, everybody has their niche. I tried not to have a niche. So I tried to give these type of videos, this type of videos, the guy that just started riding, the females, the guys that ride hard, the guys that drag race. And then I kind of got pushed into the drag racing side of things when, you know, I never came for that. I just ended up being that, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got. Tall used to make good videos. The bigger he got, he just started selling parts and promoting brands. And that happens a lot. I've seen it. And this is not to say he is or anything like that, but I've seen when guys get where they want to be with YouTube, I guess, because I'm not where I want to be. And it's all personal for me. Has nothing to do with trying to get free parts and all that type stuff. But I think when they get where they want to be, it just becomes a money thing and they feel like a celebrity status. So everything else is beneath them, you know, and that's clearly not the way it should be, because every time you get a new bike, you got to go back to the same vendors and try to, you know, get them to work with you to give you certain things or to get certain things done to your bikes and all those things. So why push the little man out of the way? You know, I've worked with people who don't have big businesses. And I do that because I feel like there's more of a truth to those guys, because they're trying to promote their product. They're trying to get things done, and they want to see, you know, that they don't make the same product or the same mistakes as everybody else. So boom, there you are. with better business and better like one-on-one contact with a lot of these people, guys. You guys kind of understand what I'm talking about, because I only deal with, you know, a few select group of people, and once they kind of get the respect from me, I feel like then, okay, you know, I would promote them or say, hey, these are good people to go to for XYZ. So that's just that. So what's a respectable subscriber count? I don't know. I don't have a high subscriber count, but I feel like a lot of guys know who I am, or a lot of I have a high view count on a lot of videos. So if I have let's say a video and it has 50,000 views, okay, well, I don't have 50,000 subscribers, but I can have another video that have 50,000 views or 100,000 or something like that. And then you don't have the view count. I mean, you don't have the subscriber count. So somebody has to say, hey, I like to watch this guy's channel. So just because they don't subscribe, that's a whole nother story. And that's the hard part, is to getting the people to just hit the button. You know, it is what it is. What do we got? What do we got? I would like to see Bipolar versus Zeus. Man, everybody is into making money. Patrick Baker, you are absolutely right, because a lot of guys try to make a living out of this, and they give you bad information and don't care if they give you bad information. And that's what I don't like about the whole thing, because, you know, somebody's watching your channel trying to learn something. You might not know the information, but you're going to blab like you do. And then when these people go out and buy certain things, and now it doesn't work out for them, and now they're looking at you like, come on, man, you told me to buy this and now it's crap. Yeah, I've seen it happen. I've heard it happen to a lot of people. There's a lot of guys that come to the shop from other shops, you know what I mean, and they've just been pushed in a direction, and they got the ugly end of the stick. I'll say it that way. Let's go. Zeus versus Bipolar. Guys, no matter what I say, it's not going to be right, okay? When I answer certain questions like that, it just brings hate. It just brings, you gotta realize, I can race on a track, I can race on the street, but where do you usually meet up with these guys? You're gonna be in the street, you're gonna be in an event, you're gonna be somewhere where you would have to make it happen like right now. We're not all going to go to a racetrack and try to, you know, get a race in, and, you know, that type of thing is not gonna happen. And all the time, this is how I feel, I'm always in the right place, but just, you know, it's not supposed to happen. You know, guys are scared to lose. I'm not scared to lose, guys. I've shown you my losses. I've shown you my wins, and it is what it is. You're not gonna win all the time, but you have to be willing to play the game. You have to be willing to get in the game and, you know, try your best. Okay, you gotta kind of show what you've been talking about, and that's gonna make sense. You know, everything you saying, and your bikes are fast or whatever. And I'm not talking about traveling tall. I'm just talking in general. If you say your bikes are fast, or you say anything like that, and you claim something, you have to kind of back it up. So when I made the fastest YouTuber thing, I kind of had to back it up, no matter who came to me and, you know, said, hey, they wanted a race, whether it was with a street glide, road glide, or whatever. I would have to say, yes, let's go ahead and make it happen. I could not say any size motor doesn't count, any tire, any suspension, this doesn't count, that doesn't count. I gave basic rules. The bikes that you built on your channel is the bike you have to bring. The end. But, you know, some people, Clifton Pascal, I hope I'm not butchering your name, Clifton. Thank you, brother. He just dropped some money on the channel. I appreciate it every time you guys do decide to do that. It really helps me and helps the channel. Guys, I have a video that's going to be coming probably in the next week or so, and it's going to blow your mind. I'm already telling you, it's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna shut a lot of things down when it comes to building bikes. You just watch and see. It's no such thing as so Ben said, there's no such thing as a respective subscriber count. When you pull up at events and people know you and your bike, you're making your mark in the culture. He is absolutely right. Guys, when I went to Daytona, it was nothing but love from everybody. I didn't feel like there was any tension between me or anybody. It just all felt like, we all shared the same hobby and the same goal, and we all want to have fun at the end of the day. And even if you're not racing, guys, that doesn't do everything. That doesn't make everything. That doesn't make your channel any better. That doesn't make you any better of a rider or anything like that. Um, but, I catch a lot of the subliminals, that guys will put out there. And I got to defend myself when it comes to those. But other than that, guys, the hobby, the passion, for motorcycles is what we all have, especially Harleys, man. And if you know anything, if you were out there on, I don't care if it was a dirt bike, sport bike, motocross, the difference between all those things. And then when it comes down to Harley, it's a big, big difference. So, all getting back to, once a YouTuber starts to spout out names of certain companies and certain things, they got to be able to stand behind it, guys. Let's go. Clifton, I'm on every Sunday at 8 o'clock. I didn't expect to be on this Sunday because I'm actually out of town on a hunting trip. But I knew I had to get on live because I'm not going to break a good habit. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep trying to get on live every week, every Sunday, Lord willing, as long as I'm not on an airplane or somewhere I can't do it. But that's how I'm going to make it happen. Let's see. So far, what's your best event memory from 2024? My event that I just put on, man, being honest with you. I didn't expect it to turn out as good as it did. I told you guys before, guys pulled up that I didn't expect. They didn't say, hey, I'm pulling up. They just showed up on time. You know what I mean? Yeah, there was a couple that were pulling up as soon as I was pulling out, but, and then the second group of guys that I caught up to. And then after all of the, meeting, the ride was the best because these guys kept it very chill. Everybody rode staggers. It's like almost, we didn't even have a speech on how we're gonna ride. Everybody just picked it up. And then the pace was perfect. I ended up leading the pack on that thing, and I had a road captain. He told me where to keep the pace at. You're in charge of that, my friend. And there was no beefs about any of that. You know what I mean? It was a very good ride. It wasn't a super long ride. Everybody enjoyed it. And I think the next one that I'll be putting on is going to go the same way. Yeah, that's the best one from 2024. But guys, don't forget, 2025, I'm doing things a little bit different, a little bit better. More videos. Gotta have more videos. Remember, I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I know it might seem like sometimes I do a lot more, and then sometimes I just tailor off. And that's because I have a job. You know what I mean? I have a family to take care of as well, so I can't always get it. My kid is in sports, so I'm always at his games, his practices, and different things like that. But that is just one of those things. I got to take my time out to do YouTube to make sure I'm, still in the algorithm every now and then. But, that's just the way it is, guys. But for me, like I said before, it's about giving you guys the knowledge to not have to spend unnecessary money on unnecessary things to come and find out. Because we all do it, to come and find out that if you would have did it right the first time, it would have saved you a lot of money. You know what I mean? And not everybody has, stupid money to go out and build these bikes or buy these bikes and do all those different things. So I kind of try to lead you in the right direction. If you don't want all of that, because I do the comparisons, guys. Behind closed doors, we're doing the comparisons. Listen, when we did the stage 2 on the CVOST, we did that because I wanted to show people you don't need to go out and spend big bore kit money to have a quick bike. Now, if you have an older bike, there's the difference. That's what I'm showing you. You know what I mean? And a lot of guys are just going to sell the dream, sell the dream, sell the dream. I don't do that. And I know that's probably why a lot of vendors don't reach out. Because if you reach out to me and I put your product on my bike and it doesn't work out, I'll tell you. Let me give you one for an example, okay? I was offered, what was it? Now, you know what? I'm going to keep the product, keep the whole situation nameless. But I received the product. I'm like, hey, listen, I put this product on my bike. If it doesn't work out, you'll never hear about it again. And I won't tell anybody to buy it. Get the product, it works a few months. And I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? For an expensive item, for a item that you need, and it doesn't work after a few months, and all these other guys are sitting here pushing it like it's the best thing since sliced bread. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You'll never get me to do anything for you. Especially if you won't replace it right away and say, hey, look, this was the issue. This was the issue. And hey, are you gonna fix it? You know what I mean? For you to tell me, hey, I don't have any right now. I'm not making them right now. That's like a kick in between the pockets, you know. Stuff like that I won't promote. A lot of items that are on my bike, guys, that I don't tell you about, I haven't promoted because I still don't know. My handlebars are my Road King. Okay, that's one that's coming up. I've had guys ask me about these handlebars on this Road King. Super chill, super laid back, super comfortable, super everything. But I've only had them on there, 2 months? Let me get some more action, some more miles on these before I actually promote this guy's product. Because I'm not going to say, hey guys, go out and get these bars, you're gonna love them. And then in a few months, I get a lot of flex in the bars. And I know it could be because, we know bushings, we change the bushings out. So if I'm getting a lot of flex and I'm getting a lot of things that I don't like, and I see the powder coat is starting to peel and different things like that, and I take care of my bike. So if that's the case, then I'm not gonna, you'll never hear about it. But we're almost done. We're almost done breaking them in. Once we're done, I'll give you guys all the information. So Money Mike said, what's good setup? What's a good setup for a 2021 CVO with a 117 as far as cam and stuff? Okay, hold on. Let me see. Now, cam is totally up to you, okay? I'll give you 2 cams that I can vouch for. First of all, I'm not even going to give you a cam number. I'm going to give you the brand, which is S&S and Cyclerama. I'm going to stick with those 2 because I have not seen anything bad come out of the 2. S&S and Cyclerama. I don't know how big you are. I don't know how you ride. I don't know a lot of those things that you're going to also put with that 2021 CVO. I don't know what kind of exhaust and stuff like that you're going to use. So me giving you certain information might hurt you. And I keep trying to keep it that way because it would suck if I made you go out and buy something that you're going to be taking out later or it doesn't fit your riding style. Guys, I ride my bike, and when I nail it, I like the RPMs to be high when the bike starts to pull. Not everybody rides like that. And there's a few of us that ride like that, but not everybody rides like that. Like I said, stage 2 bikes, there's certain cams you go with, specifically from S&S and from Cyclerama. But reach out to these guys too. Don't just take my word for it. Let them know how you're going to be riding. Let them know what kind of exhaust. Let them know what kind of air cleaner. What are you, a distance rider? Let people know those things so they can kind of steer you in the right direction. Now, what I will tell you is an exhaust, okay? For that bike specifically, because it is a CVO, I would go with a high quality exhaust. So if it's chrome, D&D makes very good exhaust. The look and the sound. You might ask for what baffle. Vortex baffle is a good baffle. It's quiet. But the big bore baffle is loud. A lot of stage 2 guys run it, but you might lose a little mid-range and a little bottom end torque because the exhaust is more open, the baffle is more open to make it louder. What else we got? Roger Green said, Mac, what is the windshield size on your road glide? I don't know which one you've seen. I rock 2 of them. I rock the CVO style one. That's probably about that big, which I think that's I don't even think that's a 4-inch, man. I think it might be, yeah, but it's very short. And my other one is a 9-inch, Clockworks. What up officially? The Mac, do they know the roadglide ST? Do they have the plastic oil pan? I don't know. Oh no, wait. Oh, so the new roadglide ST, if you're talking the CVO ST, like the 2024, yes. They do. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, they do have the plastic oil pan. Which, I think when you try to lighten up a bike, certain things you can lighten up. I mean, they might have some just great grade of plastic, but oil pan, I would definitely not make plastic, but it has to be something like just out of this world great, I guess, because it's a lot of pressure and a lot of heat on it. But yeah, I just kind of answered that. But at the same time, man, we haven't seen any problems. A lot of these bikes are just so new to give an opinion on certain things just because of how you feel and what you think and what you're looking. I'm not an engineer, so me saying, hey, you can't put a plastic oil pan on, that might be the new best thing. You know what I mean? They might have researched it from somewhere. Might have been from an Indian. Hey, shout out to the Indian guys. If you have not liked this live, go ahead and click the like. Now, I got 41 people on here and only 26 people have liked this live. I'm here every Sunday. Look, I'm in my hotel. Somebody asked me earlier he said, am I doing an Airbnb or a hotel for Daytona? I'm definitely doing an Airbnb. I only do Airbnbs. I just so happen to need to get in a hotel because I'm in the middle of the woods, and there's no Airbnbs around here like that. What else we got? Still going through the messages, guys. If I missed yours, re-comment it. I see a lot of comments up here. Shout out to all the guys that have liked this live. Shout out to all the guys that have sent some money for the live. Shout out to all the guys who have ordered shirts. And off the strength, they just sent the money. But don't worry, I'm sending your shirt out. However you send the money, make sure you attach your address or wherever you want me to send this stuff. All right, I ran straight to the live, but smashing that like button. Appreciate it. No name. 44 people on here. So we've talked about a lot, guys. If you guys, I hate doing this, man. If you guys want to talk about anything else pertaining to YouTube, pertaining to something that we may have already gone over, and these guys that are just jumping into the live want to talk about or want to know about, let's have the conversation. What year is my Road King? It's a 22. Yeah, I bought it in 23 though. Yeah. Yeah, guys, still that working Harley Davidson dealers and gave me some hints about the 2025s. Tell us what he gave. Tell us what he gave. I don't send the cash. Cash App. Go to my Instagram and message me. And I'll get with you and we'll make it happen. Whatever the easiest way for you guys to make the payment and give me your information. And I'll start getting those shirts out. Extra large. Remember now, I'm a medium to a large. I can fit a large, but I'm more snug in a medium-sized shirt. I'm 180 pounds. So if you're a bigger guy, try and think about ordering maybe a little bit of a size up. Once I hit the 2Xs, they start getting big. And I got 3Xs, and they're huge. Huge. Say it like that. What was I gonna tell you guys? So we have, hopefully, we have a few rides coming up soon. They're gonna be Florida rides. I'm heading north this time. I went south. I'm gonna be heading north. I'm not gonna tell you what place I'm gonna use yet. I'm up in the air between two places. First of all the places that I choose have to have good food and seafood. It has to be. Listen, I'm not just going to a burger joint. That ain't happening. Has to have good food. Bring your significant other. Bring whoever you want. Those are the type of rides I'm having. It's going to be somewhere near water. But I also got to make sure these guys have nice parking and everything for a good group of motorcycles. You know what I mean? When I went to Key West, they catered to us a little bit. They waved us right on in. Cars on one side. You know, cars couldn't come past a certain point. It was just all motorcycles. And that was just like right there, right where you wanted to be. So, big rides going to be coming up. So, I guess kind of the topic of the conversation today was, you know what? I don't even think I should bring it back up. If you caught it, you caught it. I'm going to leave it there. If you caught it, you caught it. Don't forget to smash the like button. Up, we're even. All right, 39 people on, 39 people hit the like button. Perfect. Jamaican Jason, you have another Key West ride coming up in 2025. As a matter of fact, I do. It's just a little bit south. It's probably going to be almost in the same area. I'll disclose all that later. I can't have people stealing my ideas, stealing my spots, trying to get there before I do. But these are all places I've never been. I'm researching them, and then we're out. You know what I mean? And I'm telling guys, the last ride we had was the best ride for me for 2024. And I already did, my Daytona trips, a lot of Harley trips. I went to a couple of other rallies inside of Florida. And this was just by far the deal. Upscale dining and lodging. Yeah, man. Like I said, the Key West ride. Okay, so put it like this. Anywhere I'm going is going to have a beach. You're going to be there. You're going to be there, and Harley's not going to be too far from it. Okay, that's kind of how I want to continue to do all those things. So all the other guys that are watching and lurking in the background, don't steal my ideas. I know you guys are going to, but hey, it is what it is. But just know I said it here first. Oh, nobody else has a beach. Never mind. They gonna get mad. Guys, I got like a few more minutes and I gotta get off. But get your questions in now. I'm just reading. There was a lot of YouTube questions today. A lot of good questions, but most importantly, they were just straight to the point. And whoever it says for sale by owners, he has some good questions. I mean, and one of his biggest questions, and I think I want to repeat it. He says, "What's a respectable subscriber count?" And to explain that from a YouTuber's standpoint, because now I got to consider myself a YouTuber. Remember, I never wanted to say that. I just wanted to say, this is my journey. I tell you guys that all the time. But once you become a YouTuber, that's kind of the thing you look for is the subscriber count. Clifton, guys, I'll get to you in a second about the shirts, but you just got to hit me on the Instagram, and I'll answer those questions over there. So the subscriber count, you almost got to work for it, which is not fair to a lot of YouTubers because of the knowledge that they give out, But to answer a question like that, there is no specific number. You just got to look at it by the love you get back from the guys. You're teaching people stuff, and it might not hit a big number, or it could even hit a big number of views, but it won't affect your subscriber count. And that's kind of like the dilemma. So certain people, you would have to kind of like make a plan for how you're going to put YouTube videos out to see what catches, and see before you just start spilling everything and spending a bunch of money, to kind of like, all right, make sure it works for you. You have to let YouTube pay for your hobby. That is when I feel like you've become a successful YouTuber, and who cares about subscriber count at that point, as long as you're hitting the right audience and you're getting the feedback that you want from having YouTube. You know what I mean? So, and then Ben answered the question at the same time. He says, it's no such thing as a respectable subscriber count. When you pull up at events and people know who you are and your bike, you're making the mark on the culture. And culture was always the biggest, the big thing. It's the culture of this thing, guys. We all love it. We all want specific things for our bikes, and we want to be able to ask somebody who's going to give us the honest truth. And I kind of felt like that I just had to be the person that gives the honest truth, because there's too much money being spent on things you don't need, or things that don't work in the long run, which, you know, are not comparable to other parts and things like that that somebody else a little bit more knowledgeable knows about. There's guys out there that don't have big YouTubes, but have been riding longer than all these guys with a lot of YouTube subscribers. So how do you take advice from someone that just entertains you, has no idea what they're doing or what they're talking about, just regurgitating a little bit, and then you're listening to him but not listening to the guy who's actually been doing it, or the guy who actually gets out there and does it? Like, I can't give you guys advice on how to take a long distance trip. I can give you advice on a short trip, but I'd be pretty much shooting myself in the foot saying, hey, let me tell you how you take a 5-day road trip. Like, I don't know, I never did it. Never will come up with a video for it, because I'll probably never do it. I'm going to Sturgis, hopefully, and I'm going to be taking a train. I'm going to throw my bike on a train and get there. You know what I mean? That's the kind of things I'm talking about. Working out help you handle that heavy ass bike, especially with leg work. You ain't right. You ain't lying. You know, when I first got my first Harley, man, intimidated wasn't the word. You got to remember this. It's like giving a Corvette to a kid. First of all, you don't want to damage it, but second of all, you want to see, like, yeah, you want to ride it. You want to get out there and handle it. But then when you know it scares you because it's too much, you know, trying to take a U-turn or come into a complete stop and trying to hit that front brake a little too much. You turn that wheel with a little too much front brake, you're going down. If you don't know that stuff, and you know, that's kind of nerve-wracking on especially a brand new bike that you're making crazy payments on, you know what I'm saying? So, but moving right along. I can go on and talk for days, guys. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. I think I've answered everybody's questions. Go over to my Instagram, guys. If you don't have an Instagram, create one just for the mere Harley data over there, because everybody, you get good ideas from Instagram, but just stay on the Harley stuff, man. Don't go getting all into that other stuff. But guys, until the next time, I appreciate you for watching, joining, and make sure you subscribe. Until the next time, guys, peace from Atlanta.